So a lot of people when they come, they wonder why am I working on the upper body, and they had come in complaining of an actual hamstring issue. So obviously it depends. Have you just done the hamstring last week? If it is, then we have to treat it acutely, which is obviously on the actual hamstring. Again, that's using the microcurrent and trying to speed up the actual healing of that particular area. If you're somebody who's done it 5 or 6 times, you can be sure it's nothing to do with your hamstring. You all know what the rehab is like. You've built that strength up and it keeps going, and if it wasn't that one, it would be the other. So from this view here, a lot of the time we start to work on the upper body. And the reason is because the lat in general, okay, has several actions. Okay, one of them is when it depresses the actual scapula. Okay, I'm going to show you the connection between a lat, even your anterior serratus, if we come in far enough here, and as it shoots not only across the body, but especially down. So you'll see just how far the lat actually connects as it goes down the body, and how all the fascia is connected, and you'll see it actually causing an issue around here. So again, most people are going and they're getting the lower back. They're being told your hamstring issue is coming from your lower back, when really you're about to see visually now just how it affects the other way. Again, so going in here, I've already felt the trigger point in this area. Okay, hooking in underneath that, we can see the contraction. You already see this now visually what's happening here as I pull. So we're watching close on that lower back. Okay, so it's because I'm hitting the trigger point from this angle, it's obviously contracting the tissue, pulling it, causing the action, and it's leading all the way down to the actual pelvis itself. Okay, from a rotational point of view, when an individual is running, if this, for example, you got a bad shoulder years ago here, or you broke this collarbone, 90% of the time you're going to end up having issues down that right side if it was your left shoulder. Okay, because it will affect that cross pattern posterior chain, and then you'll notice that the hamstring visually is being pulled all the time. So again, high hamstring tendinopathies, maybe Achilles tendinopathy. Remember, that word has came from an inflammation of that actual tendon, and it's just persisted to go on for a long period of time. So once we start, when we do our traditional NCTs, for example, with this type of an injury, I've obviously mentioned a couple already, but we would have a specific way of treating that opens the body up. It allows it to physically rotate and move in the way it should.